Hey everybody! Get ready for some spooky and supernatural stuff in this episode. Let's do this! But before we get started, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and turn on notifications to receive our new videos. It's something super creepy and totally illogical. Picture this. A couple chilling in their car, clueless that they're about to experience something terrifying. What goes down in the next few pics is seriously unsettling. Down in Mexico, this couple decides to take a little detour on their nighttime road trip to reach their destination quicker. This detour takes them through a lonely path, surrounded by short plants and a thick darkness stretching to the horizon. In the distance, they notice something on the ground. As they get closer, their hearts start racing when they see a creepy creature in front of them, dragging its long limbs. So, there's this creature that has trapped a guy who's passed out on the ground. It's a scary scene. The creature looks like it's feeding on the man's body, or doing something even more horrifying. However, they both know that helping could seriously hurt the trapped man.
Mira. Mira.
No te pases de lanza.
¿Estás viendo?
Sí.
Mira. Ahí lo tiene, Naomi.
Mira.
Mira.
No manches,
Mira.
ve.
No mames, ve. ¿Ve eso? Mames, eso está bien cabrón.
No manches, pa. No. Mira. Ay, Dios mío. Dios mío.
No te pases de lanza.
No. Mira. Oh, no. Ve. Ay, Dios mío, ve. No manches, ve.
Mira.
Ay, Dios mío de mi vida. No te pases de lanza, ve.
La bestia. ¿Qué es esa madre? Mira. ¿Cómo le está haciendo Naomi?
No
Hay
te
que
pases
pasarle por
de-
encima. Le pasaría por encima, pero...
No, pa,
pero está el señor ahí.
el señor. No te pases.
Miren.
Ay, Dios mío.
So, they decide to turn back and get out of there as fast as they can. Still freaked out by what they just saw, the couple walks away, wondering what really happened that night on that deserted road. What was that weird thing? Could be something supernatural or just a fake setup. What would you have done if you were in that couple's place? Imagine you're out for a family walk in the woods, and your kids spot something really strange in the distance. What would you do? This dad and his kids were out for a chill walk when they spotted something super weird. They weren't sure if it was like an elf or some totally unknown thing. It all started when this guy decided to take his kids out to the woods to capture their adventures on video. The kids were running around and checking out the trees, having a blast in the afternoon. As they were filming their day, the son in the blue shirt suddenly pointed towards the forest with a nervous look. In the shadows, they spot something small and hunched over. It was a green figure moving quickly and strangely.
Oh, guys.
What's that, Dad?
Let's go back inside. Come on, guys.
The creature seemed to be watching them from afar. What's the deal with what they saw? Was it some kind of mythical beast or something even scarier? How would you react if you stumbled upon something like that in the woods? There's this wild video from a cemetery where a security guard is hiding on top of a bunch of coffins. He looks super freaked out, and for good reason. There's something creepy lurking around, and it's giving him the chills. As he watches closely, he sees something that totally freezes him in fear. The camera catches a weird humanoid creature with dark skin, walking on all fours and jumping around the cemetery. But here's the kicker. This thing suddenly sprouts a pair of wings. It gets even scarier as the creature moves around with unbelievable agility and precision, like it's not even from this world. What the heck is that? Some folks think it might be a demon showing up out of nowhere. Others are wondering if it's some kind of new creature that this person stumbled upon. The video just raises more questions than it answers. A guy, freaked out by a bunch of creepy stuff happening that made him feel like he was being spied on at his own place, decided to stick a camera in his backyard to catch any weird stuff. When he checked the footage later that night, he was completely blown away by what he saw. He was really scared.
I put the iPad in the window, and now this thing's coming up to the steps in my backyard, Mike.
What's going on?
It's like a weird, demonic-looking thing, and it's like a human, and it's all stretched down. And this is the second time this happened this week. And as I'm talking to you, this is all on recorded, and it doesn't see me. I'm in that, you know, that sunroom. Right. I've been putting the iPad out. It's around, and it happened. This weird thing's been happening around this time at night.
Can I record it?
You're on record. Everything's recording now. I can see the thing. It's like looking around weird.
You're recording the video?
Yeah, right now it's on the video. It doesn't see me. I'm sitting back, but I can still see out the window really good.
Not a person?
No, it's an evil identity. It's evil entity. This thing's like wicked looking. But it's a human form though. You gotta wait until you see the video. I got it on video.
Okay, good.
This is like one out of a million things that people they'll think they won't think I'm crazy no more. Wait until you see this. Oh my God, it's like, you should see this thing, Mike. Oh my God. Like a gargoyle. It's like a gargoyle, man.
So I pray you bring peace right now. I come against all fear. I bind that in Jesus' name. I pray, Father, that you just give peace. No such terror will come upon you.
Oh my God, there it is, Mike. It came back. Oh my gosh.
I command you to go in Jesus' name.
This thing is looking weird. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It knows something's going on, man. This thing is, oh my gosh. Oh my. Oh my gosh, I don't know what happened. We got disconnected.
He couldn't figure out what was going on. He had a feeling that he wasn't just an ordinary guy. The man, sitting behind the window, watched in horror as the figure kept moving through his yard. Even though he was terrified, he stayed calm and kept on documenting what was happening. He was freaking out in real time as this gargoyle-looking thing kept getting closer and closer, making him more and more convinced that it wasn't human. The guy started praying, totally convinced he was seeing something supernatural. But just as things were getting seriously intense, the figure disappeared into the darkness, leaving the guy totally shocked. He couldn't believe what had just happened. What on earth could this thing be? Is it really a demon like the man says? Or is there some other explanation for this scary figure? What would you do if you were in his shoes? Let me know your thoughts. Imagine taking a peaceful walk through the forest at night and suddenly getting the feeling that someone or something is watching you from the shadows. This is exactly what happened to a man who never expected to encounter anything creepy that night. He felt like someone was watching him from the shadows.
Bakın görüyor musunuz? Upuzun. Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammed. La ilahe illallah. Upuzun ve büyük heybetli bir şey. Gerçekten içim ürperdi şu an. Ve bunun gibi şimdi birkaç tane vardır burada. Bakar mısınız şuna? Çok korkunç, gözlere bakın.
His heart started racing, and fear froze him for a moment. With shaking hands, he grabbed his camera and decided to film what he thought was just his imagination. But when he turned around, he came face to face with a creepy figure, a human-like being covered in darkness with a pale, expressionless face. The scariest part was how his eyes glowed in the dark, like two orbs fixated on him. He couldn't move, just stood there, staring at this thing that kept watching him in silence. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments. Late at night, in a seemingly calm neighborhood, two small and dark figures emerge under the glow of a solitary lighthouse. What looks like a couple of kids playing takes a creepy turn when you take a closer look. The two tiny figures in the distance catch the camera's attention as they move. They appear to be playing or interacting, but what's strange is how small they are. They're much tinier than expected, but walk on two legs. What could be going on here? Are they small children, or is it something more unsettling? In the cloudy skies of Cochabamba, Bolivia, there's something wild going on. Military helicopters are in hot pursuit of a UFO. Yeah, you heard that right. It's a crazy scene as they all zoom around. What do you think? Is this some real alien stuff or just advanced tech? The more we look into it, the more questions we have. Is it a danger to our country, or is it some visit from outer space? Share your thoughts in the comments. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.